Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to do November 2020 favorites, and I have the first two in my hand. They are kind of like the same thing. The first one's this one. Lancome Feels Good, and it is a foundation. Hydrating, skin tint, healthy glow, and I guess because of that word tint, that we were dealing with like a BB cream, but no, this is a medium foundation that can be built up to full coverage actually. Three things that are in this are hyaluronic acid, vegetol, glycerin, which it just means this is glycerin that's derived from plants, and moringa seed extract is in this. It's gorgeous. Take my word for it. I have it in 010 porcelain, and it's just a hair too dark, but I still really love it. Thank you once again, Vivian. Next one, this was sent to me by Laura Mercier. It's a tinted moisturizer, and I have it in 2-in-1 nude. I can't really even blame this on Laura Mercier for sending the wrong shade, because they asked me what I wanted. I based that on this. So I love this. This is a fantastic foundation. It's the Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation, and I have this in 2-in 1.5 beige. I thought I was getting close, but these are not the same. They're not. Let me show you the difference between the two. So maybe that will help you if you also love this foundation to make a better choice. The lighter there is the foundation, and that's the shade 2-in 1.5 beige, and then the darker is the skin tint, and it is in 2-in-1 nude. Hopefully that's helpful for somebody to make sure that you get the right shade, because I think that this is also very beautiful. I'm so sorry I don't get to use it. This little thing I got, it's a useless little backpack. I mean, look how little that is. But it's cute, and inside it, this isn't all that was in it. I'm pretty sure there was a couple more at least of these juicy tubes, but I thought it was an effective way to get more juicy tubes. You might still be able to get this. I believe I got it at Ulta, but of course I didn't get it because of the backpack. It's just they were all in there. So I now know that my favorite one is called Birthday Confetti. It's like got little sparkles in it, and the sparkles are iridescent, so it makes any lipstick look absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but look how pretty that is. And if you've ever used Lancome Juicy Tubes, then I think you know that one of these will last a pretty good time. So, you know, I bought a whole bunch of e.l.f. new stuff and their holiday stuff. Hopefully I can publish that video, but I will warn you right off the top that I was not feeling well, and my skin wasn't in a good place and everything else when that was shot. So I don't know if I'll publish it or not. But I had bought the holiday e.l.f. palettes, and I also got this. This is their new balm, and this one is in grapefruit, and it smells and tastes a tiny bit like grapefruit. I do enjoy using this very much, and it doesn't cost very much, so I will likely get it again. I also picked up this. Now, I didn't like this when I got this in a color from L'Oreal. I think these are the Shine On lipsticks, and the reason I didn't like them in colors was because they move, okay? They go up in little lip lines. It's not flattering at all. I know that some of you know what I'm talking about there. But this one here is called 103 Lychee Plump, and I've got lipstick on it. I love this, okay? It goes on white, but it changes. See, it's a balm, but it does have mint in it, and so I don't know that it actually plumps, but you can feel the mint. I'm gonna put that on. I like it. But the reason that I wanted to see, now I'm going to have to wipe that all off again. The reason that I wanted to see about it was because of this. I got this from Lancome. They sent it to me like a year or so ago. And this also has lipstick on it. But it's a balm, and can you see the glitter that's in it? I wondered, because this was limited edition. It's right here. I love this a whole bunch, and I'm really kind of careful about using it because I don't want to use it all up. Anyway, when I saw this, I wanted to know whether or not, see, that's it up on top of the Lancome. You see it's got a lot more hydration to it. I actually like this better than this because I think it just has a little bit extra oomph that this one doesn't have. So if I'm going to wear one naked on my mouth, I like this one by Lancome. But if I'm going to go over the top of a lipstick, this just gives any lipstick that I've been wearing a beautiful, and I love this one. So you guys already saw me use in a video the lipstick by Lisa Eldridge that I purchased, this one from her new collection, and it is called Beauty. And I put that on, but when it arrived, I thought that it was not the shade I expected it to be, which this is a beautiful shade. And I really, truly love this. Now, Lisa's lipsticks are, I know I've told you before, they have this, let me come up close so hopefully you can see the velvet texture on the outside. I mean, everything luxurious that can happen with a lipstick is happening with the Lisa matte lipsticks, which go on matte, stay, look gorgeous, but don't feel dry. I don't know if you can see the hatching that's on this that makes this look like velvet. After I got it, I thought, ooh, I do love it. It's so gorgeous. But I bet if I went down one shade to Muse, I would love it even more. So then I bought the lip kit. Now, the bag that it comes in is in my purse in the other room. And I am basically barricaded in here, and I'm a slacker. Yes, Mary Ellen, I'm stealing your word. I'm a slacker. I don't want to go get it, but it's a beautiful velvet floral-y bag. I'll link to it so you can see what it looks like, and you can get it if you want. At the time I'm recording this, and at the time I purchased it, you could only get these pencils and the gloss if you got the kit. So I wanted to try Lisa's gloss. Because of her job with Lancome, I wondered, will her gloss be like Juicy Tubes? If so, I gotta have that in my life. It's not, but it's very nice. And, well, before I put the L'Oreal on, that's what I had on. So this is the pencil. This is my favorite lip pencil, and that's the color Muse. Unlike most creamy lip liners, this actually stays with you for a little while. So that's the color difference you see. Now I'll show you the lipstick. All right, so there you go, Muse. Muse is my lips but better, so I've been wearing Muse a lot. And this is the gloss. And I want you to see this doe foot. It's so cushy, and it's just a comfortable, beautiful gloss. And sometimes I will wear the gloss over the lip pencil and call it a day. Now let me tell you, the gloss is nothing like Lancome's gloss. It's not sticky, but it has a nice feel to it. It's slippery, but doesn't seem to move all over the place. Doesn't go on my fine lines, and I love it. I want to talk to you about my setting sprays. So I've been talking to you in Get Ready With Me's about the Lancome Fix It, Forget It. I am fixated on this Fix It, Forget It setting spray. I love this so much. This is my favorite one now. So it's expensive. I'll probably keep buying it though because I love the way it looks on the skin. But I also have been using this that's been sent to me by Derma. They put my name on it. Look, it says Mary. It has rose water and coconut in it. And I've also been using this. What I've been doing is taking my sponge, putting on my makeup, okay? And then after I've got it blended in really good, I will take this, because it is hyaluronic acid, rose water, coconut water, and I'll spray my sponge down, wipe off, go back in. Then I powder, whatnot, and then when I'm done putting on my makeup, this goes over the top to seal the deal. love those two setting sprays. Since I have this in my hand, let's go ahead and talk about it. These are e.l.f.'s new holiday marshmallow sponges. And you know how my favorite one is this one, right? Now this one's dry, so it's not as squishy, but you know I love this sponge. It's durable, it holds up very well. This sponge lasts me longer than probably any other sponge that I use. It doesn't tear up rapidly, even under how horrible I am to them when I wash them. And it's very bouncy, squishy. But this, what the heck, e.l.f.? This one here isn't wet, neither is this one. They've been washed. But this one here is the one I used, so you can see how much bigger it will get. And I've never felt, maybe a Miss A sponge, you know how those are real squishy? Maybe that. I haven't had one in a long time, but I can see why these sponges are called marshmallow. It's like a ooey gooey marshmallow. I can't tell you how long they will hold up. That'll have to get back on, but I love these so far. Yeah. Now I have a meh for you. This is the new L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara. So it's a real light tube, and I don't hate it, but this is definitely not my favorite L'Oreal mascara. That's the brush. I got this to test out against Monsieur Big. It doesn't compare. It's not a horrible mascara. I don't want to tell you that, but it just feels like there's nothing in here. And I've been noticing since they came out with Lash Paradise, it seems like they're giving us less products. I don't know. But I'm not that impressed with this. I would say to you, if you like the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara, stick with it, baby, because that's a really good one. This one, eh. The last thing in the makeup category is this. Oh my goodness. All right, so not that long ago, I had the pleasure of having Clarence send me through the Octoly network their eyeshadow. And so when I saw that they had a blush up there, I couldn't wait to try it. And so I sent for it. Sorry, I have to bust in here and tell you, because this is actually important that I say. This blush was sent to me by Clarence through the Octoly network. There you go. And here it is. Now, the color that I initially wanted went really quick. This one is 01 Cheeky Baby. And I really like this color. It goes with just about everything. So here it is. Of course, it has a mirror on the inside, and they gave you this actually very functional blush brush. You just go like this, and you got your blush. Now, this blush does need more building up than a lot of the blushes that I'm used to, but it's extremely beautiful. And while that blush looks completely matte, can you see that there's just a little bit of sheen to it? I think 01 Cheeky Baby looks like if you go out to the mailbox or whatever, like right now, it's really cold outside. If you go out there and come back in, you have that little flush to your skin. I think that this does that. This brush is so comfortable feeling. I don't often use these, but I really love this thing. And I think that this is a really great product, especially if you have mature skin. Depending on how long you guys have been around here, you know that this was my ride or die blush. Bronzer. Brush. I had two. $78 The Bronze by Marc Jacobs. Love this thing. I did use it today because my new favorite one, I just washed it. So it was drying and I couldn't use it. But that would be the Refer number 22. Possibly it is still sold out. There's a reason, guys, why this thing is sold out. I love this bronzing brush so much that it took the place of this. When I lost my other one, I almost bought another one because I like to have one for when the other is dirty. But I only use it now when this one is dirty. This is goat hair. My gosh. I mean, I just love it. It is perfect. This is also my favorite Refer brush for the face. I have some others that I love for my eyes, but for the face, this is my favorite one. And I never thought I would like another setting brush. Okay, then This, as you can see, the number 25, this one here, is different than the number 22, which is here. If you need the best setting brush ever, this is it right here. Oh my gosh. I love this brush so much. It's in my favorites. I hope that it is for sale because you will love it. Now, I understand that this was their holiday brush like a year or so ago, and then they didn't have it anymore, and they just brought it back out, and it's the number 25. Go on, Gil. If you don't have... I don't know why this isn't sold out yet, but I'm looking at it on the site December the 1st, and it is not only in stock, but they've got it marked down to $99 from $130. Just treat yourself for Christmas. You will love it. I mean, you'll love either one of these, but I'm just saying, I didn't think that I would love another brush the way I love this one. This one. So bronzing powder. Everything I want to talk to you about my hair. I have really fine, really wimpy hair. I've told you this for years. It was really bad. Depending on what products I use in it, how long it is, everything else, you know, I mean, you could still. For instance, today, I mean, under these spotlights, I mean, it's like taking a flashlight to your scalp. I can see it a lot more. The way I have it styled today, I can't. Under normal daylight, I can't see it. But I do have a problem, especially under these lights, with you being able to see my scalp still. But in order for it to do this or anything at all, I have to use a lot of products. Primarily, powder plays. I've got powder in my hair. That's what's giving it texture so that I can do what I need to with it. And then hairspray and everything else. That stuff does a number and you can't get it out very easily. So, you know, every few weeks or so, I would go into the kitchen, mix up a concoction of vinegar and baking soda and to get the buildup out of my hair. And then I saw my friend Mel Thompson talking about this. Now, I used to, long time ago, use Moroccan oil in my hair. I loved it. Now I use BioSilk in my hair. Okay, so she uses a lot of powders and stuff in her hair as well. So when she says that this is clarifying shampoo gets it out, I'm gonna get it. And I did. And she's right. And not only that, but it didn't leave my hair so limp that it looked horrible. So let's just say that I go in there and I wash my hair, I put conditioner on it, I get out, I towel dry my hair, and I just let it air dry. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything. I just let it dry. But it's so wimpy, it's like, it looks terrible, right? It won't do anything. When I washed my hair with this though, it was better. It was really soft, but it had a little bit of oomph to it. So that even though I hadn't done anything with my hair, I could just run my fingers through it and I was satisfied. I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I need to put on a scarf and hide from the world. And I like that about this. So I like this as a clarifying shampoo. I already talked to you guys about this as a favorite, but I told you I was going to run an experiment and then I would get back with you on it, and I have. So this is Derma E's Microdermabrasion Scrub, and did you hear that? What I said about it was that it felt like microdermabrasion, and I think I'm a pretty good person to tell you whether or not that actually feels the same, because I do microdermabrasion every 2 weeks. Let me clarify and say that this has grit, okay? It's not grit that hurts. When I did it, it felt more gritty and abrasive than any other thing that I've ever got in a jar. And so I wanted to try it and see if I use this, you know, a couple times a week. I love the smell of it. It's got some kind of citrus in it, which might aggravate some people. But if I do this instead of my microdermabrasion, I mean, because let's face it, this would be a lot more cost effective, right? Will that actually keep the dead skin off my face as well as me just scraping my face off every 2 weeks? And I told you this because it felt more abrasive than anything else that I've ever got in a jar. Okay, so after 2 weeks of not doing anything with my Trophy Skin products to my face, here's what I got off of it. So the answer is no, it does not remove all of the dead skin and stuff like my microdermabrasion machine does. But does it do better than other things in a jar? Probably. I felt like it was, but I mean, the picture don't lie. So also not long ago, Fresh, through the Octoly network, sent me this box of products. I'm going to put a picture maybe right there. Okay. The reason I got it was because of this thing. I thought that this, okay, was that thing. It has like a jelly serum on one side. Why I cannot remember the names of these products, I don't know. And on the other side, it had like a moisturizer. And I fell in love with that. I used that up really quick, like every night. I was dedicated. Yes, I do love everything that's in that package. One of the things was one of these, okay, which I said at the time I wasn't going to buy another one of these because this was in there, but I did. For Black Friday, I went to the Fresh website and I purchased a new clear one because look at this. You better keep that down, okay, because if you don't, you'll break it. That is thin. Okay. I just love that clear one so much. So I got one of those, and I also picked up that stuff that I love. This, though, most likely when this is gone, I'll purchase this also. I love it. It is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream with time release hydro patches, moisturizes and nourishes. This is it right here. So when that other stuff gets here, I'll be using the three things together. And now we move into the lifestyle category and we meet our first thing that I don't like. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it enough to throw it. I just was disappointed in it. And that's this. On the back it says, 5 times faster grease cleaning. If you are like me and you're used to taking, this is almost gone. So this is Dawn Ultra regular dish soap. See, there's a little bit down in here. There's really not enough dishes around here. I mean, if there's a lot of dishes, they go in the dishwasher. If we just have a few dishes, it's not enough for me to run dishwater anymore. I just take a little bit of Dawn, put it on my scouring pad, get it sudsy, you know, wash all the dishes and they're all real sudsy, and then I will rinse them off, put them in the drainer. So I thought, wouldn't it be nice if I had this instead and I could just spray. It takes a lot more of this. You know how you might get like a drop of this? You're gonna have to spray this like 5 or 6 times. You just never get that amount of suds that you do with just plain old Dawn dish soap. Look at this. Look where this is already. It takes so much and you get so much less suds and stuff from it. And it says 5 times on here. So I thought it would be. Nope. And if you're the kind of person that maybe you use Dawn to wash your foundation brushes or sponges and you use Dawn for that because it cuts through foundation pretty well, not this. Don't even bother with it. Next is my new pill containers. All right, now before this, in the morning time, there's a lot. It's like a whole handful of things that I take, mostly vitamins. But in the afternoon and in the evening, there's like 1 pill that I take. And I had this big container. The box on it was like about that big, you know. And that was good to hold all those pills. And then I had a littler one that would hold a few pills, like 1 or 2 in it that was smaller. So I actually had 2 containers for the 3 times a day. But the lid broke off of the big one, and then I thought, man, I need to get something. Why don't I just try and find something that's going to be big enough that it will hold all of the pills, right? But try to do that. Try and find something compact, small, and can hold a lot of pills. I found this. It was $9. This opens up like so, and you've got every day of the week. This one's Sunday, so it's empty. Okay, I've already taken those pills, but you can see you've got the morning, you've got the mid-afternoon, and you've got the evening. And each one of these is this big. This holds everything just fine. There's an extra one that doesn't go in here that's clear that you can put pills in put in your purse for, like, maybe you're out and you didn't expect to be gone all day. You've got some of your pills with you. I really love this, and now Shy Guy wants me to get one for him too. Now we come to something that I gotta talk to you about that I've already talked to you about before, but I love it so much that we're gonna talk about it again, and that was a FabFitFun choice, socks. If you look at it and you go, $24 for 2 pairs of socks, but when they go through as many washings and the things that I put these socks through and they still are like new, I think they're well worth it. Since I can't pull my leg up here like I used to, I went and took a picture so that you could see how well they still look. Do these not look good? I mean, I'm telling you, I really love these. The grippers on the bottom, I mean, they're like new. I just keep washing them and drying them in the dryer, wearing them around the house, wearing them outside to the mailbox, wearing these things all over the place. Wash them. They get washed like every other day. I'm washing a pair of these. I've got 2. So they're holding up like no tomorrow. They're still like the day I put them on, and they have been through it already. So definitely, if I wear these out, I'm gonna have to go to her site and see if I can find them, and I would pay the amount of money I said I would in the FabFitFun, but I dang sure will now because I see what I've been putting them through. They're holding up really well. And last are my Minnetonka boots. I know they look like Uggs, don't they? Sometimes my feet can get really hot in something like this. And so I wanted to know before Christmas, will they make my feet too hot and I won't want to wear them or whatever? And these, I love these. I'm even considering just buying another pair. I kind of want the fringe moccasins, the high moccasins ones. I kind of want a pair of those too. You guys let me know below. Should I still ask for the Uggs? Or are Minnetonkas, I don't know, because I've never had a pair of Uggs before. But I sure do love my Minnetonka boots. And the price, I can have like 3 or 4 pairs of Minnetonka boots. All right then, I hope that you guys know how much I love you and how much you mean to me. I want to tell you thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for your prayers. And you know, if you're not having a blessed day, it'll mean the world to somebody if you're a blessing to them. Just go out and be a blessing to somebody else, and you'll feel so much better. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
Come, chameleon. You come and go. Where you going, honey? Come sing with me. Come sing with me. Dance party? Oh, give it, kiss it, bye, 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 bye. I love you. Oh, how do you wear my lipstick? That was Shy Guy. You didn't get to see him. So, what's this? I got like a little horn sticking up there. Somebody be like, I'm horny. No. Horn, horn. Good. I always want to say feels so good. Ooh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Feels so good. Yeah. What's that John Cougar Mellencamp song? Hurt so good. Come on, baby, make me hurt so good. Yeah, sometimes love comes in a tube, and this is feels so good. I can't even say this is Laura Mercier's fault because they asked me what flavor I wanted, and flavor. With it, I'll get to that in a minute. But in any case, sorry. Dang. Oh no, now I dropped the cabs. Now, unlike most creamy, do I even gotta say it? This thick. I have scrawny, wimpy hair. This is dedicated to the one I love. Oh yeah, Fresh, you gave me the dedicated product that I love. Oh yeah. Show you. See my socks? Look. Mary, catch your hair on fire. Just go take a picture.